HW.
Hey, I'm the SOOZE.
The SOOZE is back! Yay!
Finally happened.
Oh man. Well, we've been meaning to get you back in here for a little bit.
That was a little stint there of
It was
quarantining.
Yeah,
you know?
well, this is a weird time.
Man,
But the SOOZE and HW are back together on Tone Junkie TV. Would you believe it?
that's crazy.
All is right in the world again. No, SOOZE, I got bit by the... Look, you have been through a lot. I've been through a lot. Mm-hmm. I got bit by the vintage bug. You had to cut your own beard.
I actually did have to. My guy.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's been closed, right? So he's been closed for a long time. And,
yeah.
It was just getting gnarly, and I have a history of taking off too much.
Right.
You know, and then I have to, like bick the whole thing. You know, which is not what I'm after.
Sure.
And so.
No, tone's in the beard.
Yeah, it's the longer, the better.
More sustain.
That's right. Yeah, that's really good.
The notes they have further to go.
I believe that. And yeah, so anyway, I went on to YouTube, how to, groom your own beard. How to,
YouTube, where you learn everything.
Yeah, and so I just sat there, it was this morning actually, and my wife comes in and she's like, "Are you watching a tutorial?" I was like, "Just let me do this. Like, I need this one thing." So yeah, I got it shortened. I mean, it was long, dude.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's much more in place now. So
yeah, you go too long, and it goes from like music director to Harley Davidson rider.
That's right. I was getting comments like people like, "Whoa," which is not what I'm not after that either. So
when people start yelling for ZZ Top songs from the congregation, you know that you're like, this is not.
Even from the live stream, it's like you can hear them somehow.
Right.
It's been a wild time for sure.
Okay, so SOOZE, I got bit by the vintage bug.
You
are playing. I know, it's been insane. That's Sunny.
Yes.
She is a 67. 335, and man, play her one more time, and then I'm gonna hand you Trini, and we gotta talk about, because to me, man, vintage guitars just have such a personality. We have a lot of guitars we love. We've got that white Telly that we love. We both have JM Pros. We've got, like, what are special guitars? Goldie's a special guitar.
Yep. White Sir Telly.
Your
white Telly, yeah.
My white Telly was what your Sir Telly is like a one of a kind kind of thing, and they take on personalities, and they're part of the show,
Totally.
And I feel like there's just so much mojo with some of these guitars, and you get to know them, and they're so different. Play that one again, and then I'll hand you this guy. And so this is a 67, I think. This is a 66. No, this is a 67. I can't remember.
I didn't even know Trinis were that old. Like, I thought they were like a later addition to Gibson's line.
That like Dave Grohl invented them.
Right. When I first saw one, I was like, oh, cool, that's cool. But
play that one, and then we'll play this one, and then we'll compare, and then we'll get something else out, and then we'll just bring out a weird one. Okay, so I immediately hear brighter. There's a little more warmth in the low end. What do you think?
This one and I heard it when you would play them like in your videos and stuff. It feels bolder and like more like it's like making a statement. And that one feels a little softer. Or more. It's not polite, but it isn't as ready to go. This thing is like, let's do it.
Yeah, that's a real Type A guitar.
Yeah. The headstock tells you that.
Yeah, the headstock tells you.
I'm not messing around.
No.
Yeah.
I'm real alpha over here.
And they're both killer. I mean, I should say that. Like, it's not like any of these guitars. There's not like, oh, this is like a dog in the bunch. Like, they're all, which I know with vintage, we've talked a little bit about You don't exactly know what you're going to get. You know, they're all over the place, but
everything's for sale for the right price. But I'm not selling either of these guitars.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, I mean, someone would have to pay me more than what they're worth.
Right.
For me to go like, well, that's dumb. I have to sell them.
Make it worth your while.
Yeah. But I don't want to. Playability wise, what do you notice?
We talked a little bit about the action being low on these. Like that one's pretty low.
Yeah, they're low. These old small frets are real small, so it's a different thing. But it feels really nice though. They all feel.
Yeah, I noticed the scale on this. Like it feels a little bit. I don't know if the scale's different, but maybe the size of it.
It's the same, but it feels like a larger instrument somehow.
It feels more like an SG would, like when I'm reaching for stuff, or like a Firebird or whatever.
I feel like that's like a baritone guitar without actually being a baritone guitar.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it feels big like that.
Yeah.
It feels like you just picked up like you've been playing a viola and now you're playing a cello.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
I haven't done a lot of the finer strings, but
I don't play any of those either, but I imagine that's what it feels like. Okay, now let's throw something completely. Well, wait. There's a whole nother 335 here.
Yeah.
And I want to get your thoughts on these two versus that one.
The cherry one.
Okay, thoughts. That guitar versus this one.
I mean, I like that one more.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. This one has a little bit of a. I mean, it's a little bit noisier. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Yeah,
but,
it is.
I don't know. This one and the first one, Sunny, or to me are like splitting hairs. Just pick one that you like. This one is an outlier to me in terms of like.
So you think this one's most like Sunny?
I think it feels and sounds a lot like that.
Yeah.
I just prefer Sunny. So it probably goes for right now, Sunny, Trini, and then this one.
Yeah. We're playing a really like ambient sound.
That's true.
And that's because you're the SOOZE.
I like delay and reverb.
And so why people might be going, well, you can't really hear those guitars with the delay and reverb. This is more about what you think about the guitars. Really, right? I mean, I just want to know what you think about these guitars.
Yeah.
I mean, what's weird to me is Sunny has like this a little more of a brighter, distinct voice that I think is unique from these other two. This one then has this low sort of thing. Look, it just popped out of the.
It's ready to go.
It's just ready to go. It just wants to play. This one has this very bold sort of sound, and the feel is different. And this one to me sort of sits, closer to Sunny, but it doesn't sound quite as bright as Sunny does to me.
I think that's why I would give Sunny the leg up. Is I think I want that brightness out of a Gibson style or a Gibson guitar. I want that clarity and stuff like that.
That's like a worshipy thing that we look for. We like those bright things because we usually make dark delays fill up the middle. And so when you got all these like dark delays and ambient stuff going on, if you're high cutting, any verb or anything, and it sort of just has that cloud mid-range thing coming through, then your guitar jumps out if you go higher. Okay, let me show you a completely different guitar on a completely different sound, but one that I love. And I think you already love it too. Something else.
It's totally different.
This has become like my next to my bed guitar because it's sort of like pretty and classy enough that I convinced my wife in our very like minimalist white bedroom that this is allowed to sit in the corner.
It's beautiful.
It is really beautiful and it's so simple. And now let me tell you what I dislike about this guitar. If someone were going to say, hey, would you like to have a one pickup Stratocaster? You'd say no. But let's say they forced you to have a one pickup Stratocaster and they said, you get to pick which pickup. You would not pick the middle pickup.
You probably do the neck.
You probably do the neck.
Right.
You might go, can I get a fatter sounding thing and do like a Strat Esquire and go to the bridge? But someone said you might pick the middle if you could only have one because it's the best of both worlds. But it's sort of like the most lackluster choice as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It truly is the lukewarm water of the Stratocaster pickups.
Fully neck or
no,
fully
it's not.
bridge.
It's not hot or cold.
Right.
And when you taste it, you will spit it out. Because
wow.
it's it's like, what are we doing here? Is this lukewarm water?
Yeah.
Am I getting what am I doing? Okay. It's kind of like
that's what we have here. You're saying.
Yeah, but in a weird way, it's almost like Twizzlers. If you eat Airheads, they're super sweet. If you eat those candy, it's really sweet. Like Tootsie Rolls, a lot of people don't like Tootsie Rolls, but they are sweet. Go eat a Twizzler. A Twizzler is like a cross between edible wax and actual candy. It's not sweet.
Okay.
In fact, if you eat it with other candy, it's surprising how not sweet a Twizzler is.
Huh.
But because of that, you can sort of eat more. It tends to be a favorite of like older people, adults. A lot of women like Twizzlers, and they often like it because it's not as sweet. It's not overly powering. If you don't believe me and you're like me and you remember Airheads from your childhood as like Airheads were the best, go eat an Airhead. You'll almost spit it out. It's so chemically sweet and like, but as you get older, you just change a little bit. Your tastes change. Where am I going with this? I'm not sure
I say
anymore.
one thing about Airheads?
Yes.
Do you remember the mystery ones?
Yes, the white one. Yeah.
It didn't ever say like, you just have to take it and hope you like it.
Right.
That was always a very weird thing to me. Like all the other candy was like, this is a Snickers bar. Guess how it's going to taste.
Yeah.
The
white Airhead was the mystery one, right?
It was something, I think it was.
And they never said what flavor. It was a mystery flavor.
But it was always one of their other flavors. It was like blue raspberry or it was, the green apple or whatever.
Yeah.
Ring Pops did the same thing. Mystery Ring Pops.
Yeah.
What was the point of that?
Remember when blue M&Ms came out and that was a big deal?
Yes.
They didn't have blue.
In the commercials.
Yeah. And
anyway.
Then, someone once told me that brown M&Ms were healthier for you.
Oh, gosh.
Because they had less food coloring because chocolate's already brown. Oh, my gosh. So...
Is this a lesson on Red Dye 40?
It is. The point here is this pickup is like the Twizzler of pickups.
Okay.
It's the lukewarm water of pickups. It's in the middle. It is what it is. I could darken it up and pretend I have a neck pickup, but it still doesn't sound quite right.
Right.
I can't really get any brighter. I guess I could put on an EQ and make it sound like I have a bridge. But then at that point, it's like, well, what are we doing anyway? But what I love about this guitar, hold it up real quick. I love just the appreciator in me loves just how much wood is here. And because there's like so much wood, I swear this thing it's just loud and like plays loud. I told you, it's like an electric guitar with an amp built in.
Instead of just saying it's an acoustic guitar.
Instead of saying it's an acoustic guitar. It's like an acoustic. No, it's like an electric guitar where the body is the amplifier. And this became my next to the bed, play a little bit, practice some riffs before bed kind of guitar.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful for that reason. Plugged in, do I enjoy it? It's nice. I don't know that this guitar does anything that I can honestly say. I don't think I'll ever think, oh, what would be perfect for this sound? That guitar. Because honestly, I can't even remember what it sounds like. It just sort of sounds like a guitar.
And it's only been 7 minutes.
Yeah, I already forgot.
Right.
What does it sound like? It just sounds like a P90, I think. And so, but it's so loud and I think it's lovely. I know people don't always love single pickup guitars, but this thing has so much mojo and it plays so great.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love it.
I don't know. What do you think of it?
This one might be my favorite out of the bunch.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like
you like hollow things.
The fully hollow. It's so light, which I love the feel of that. And it just has an airiness to it where I think all three of those guitars have that honky thing.
They all have Bigsby's too, right?
Yeah.
And this has the trapeze.
I would love a Bigsby on it,
but would that change the sound?
No, I have no idea. As is, I think it's wonderful, and the pickup I think is great. But I would love a neck and a bridge. That would be awesome.
Can you play this on that ambient sound?
Yeah.
now for science, try Sunny again. Okay, now try the middle pickup. No, I'm kidding. It's
I'm on the middle position.
Feel?
Yeah. I mean, I think I like.
Yeah, this is heavier.
Yeah, the whole thing, like you were saying, like it feels very resonant. It's like an acoustic. It's like it feels like playing an acoustic.
Like an electric with an amp built in.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think this one feels a little bit tougher for me to play.
Yeah.
That one's a little bit more effortless, I would think.
Yeah.
You know.
If you could have one.
Oh man. I probably got that one.
Do you think you could do enough with this though? Like cover enough ground?
No.
So you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah.
But it does something that's good.
It's a very sweet guitar. Like I feel like that's a sweetheart of a guitar.
I thought it was a Twizzler of guitar. Which is not...
Oh man, what are we doing with this?
It's really, I don't even know. It's really just this. It is sweet, you know. It's just great playing, great sounding. It doesn't particularly excel. No one's ever gonna look at this and be like, oh yeah, like that's the only guitar you ever need. It's like, no way. Yeah. It's a
specialty guitar.
This is, if you're lucky, number 7 in a collection. You know what I mean? Like because you can't, you know, it doesn't really do anything except just like be cool.
Yeah, I think I might just be more of a casino guy than a 335 guy. You
like fully hollow guitars too.
Yeah.
I don't always love fully, like I don't jive with them, except for this one I do. But I would never take this out of the house.
Okay.
Like I would never take this on a Sunday, try to play in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be like,
because of the versatility.
Because and then there's no wiggle stick, and what if it feeds back? And you know, what am I, 90? I don't. It's cool.
I guess I'm 90.
I guess so.
What's your number one out of the 4?
Trini.
Really?
Trini, because I think with Trini I could get to almost where all these guitars are.
Okay.
Like I think like with an EQ I could get a little more of a sound like Sunny, but Trini has a little more of a rock quality.
Totally.
And it's assertive. And Trini has qualities I can't really produce with other guitars, I feel like. That assertiveness, that sort of just bold sound, I don't feel like I can get that out of the other ones. Yeah. But I could maybe pull it back. I could. And it just, my gosh, I mean, have you seen the clips of the Trini Lopez on the channel?
Oh, yeah. It sounds incredible.
It looks like $1 trillion.
Oh, yeah.
Not even $1 million or $1 billion.
I think it fits your vibe, too. It's just like...
Oh, it's so, powerful. The lines are so beautiful. It's such a piece of art, you know? And that big headstock, that headstock is like the Tesla Cybertruck of headstocks.
Wow.
It's just like, deal with it. Like it, don't like it, deal with it.
Yeah.
It's so big and obnoxious, and it serves no purpose. It's not better than this design.
Sure.
I mean, it might be in the sense that, you know, it won't break as easy, but I have no idea. It could break just as easy. You know what I mean?
I think we're saying the tension is different too.
Yeah, the tension's definitely different. It's a stiffer feel.
Yeah.
You know, but that also gives it a different sound acoustically. And it's just so great, and all that metal and the outline of everything on the pickguard. It's just what a beautiful guitar.
Is this why Dave Grohl plays that instead of a 335? Because he wants to play rock riffs on it.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people use 335s for rock. I just don't. Here, it's right here, and it's. I mean, look at this thing. It's just a monster.
Is it physically larger than the others?
No. It's not the Mickey Mouse ear, so there's different shapes here. There's actually no different shapes here. They could vary slightly, but these are all the similar shapes from similar years.
Yeah.
This is actually, I believe, is this... I can't remember if this is a Gibson or Epiphone production year. So this is 64. Gibson, I think, might have owned the company by this time.
Okay.
But look at this thing.
It's so I would take this. I can't argue with that.
This would be my number one. Plus, it has Chuck Levin's name on it, which just...
Here.
Yeah, Chuck Levin's Washington Music Center. That to me is just like, it just looks like every... It looks like something that would be on my aunt's auto harp.
Sure.
That she like pulls out and starts to play like Joan Baez songs.
Right.
You know? I don't know why
it
that's
puts
better.
The vintage in vintage.
It really does. It really does. So number one for me, by far, Trini. And I will probably... Trini needs a little lubrication down here because it's binding just slightly on the G. But I will probably start playing this guitar out again when I play out again.
Sure.
And I will not play this guitar, but I will play this guitar last thing I do before I go to bed.
Right.
And I won't play this one last thing I do before I go to bed.
They both have their purposes.
They do. Guitars have their purposes, but they're all so great. They're all vintage, and they're beautiful.
Truly.
And what's your favorite, Sonny?
No, I mean,
this one. You said that. Yeah,
I would go 1, 2, 3, and then the cherry 1, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is also like half the price of the other ones. So
it ain't bad.
That can.
You might just come down here one day and just find that missing, and then you'll know where it went.
Well, you can borrow this whenever. You can borrow it today if you want. This has been fun.
Yeah.
The SOOZE is back. You're back on the channel.
It's awesome.
You're coming over.
Yeah.
Our state is like kind of open, and you know, I was like, well, SOOZE, it's just, you know, we're gonna see someone. You know,
might as well just do it.
Yeah. I'm not running out to a crowded restaurant, but
right.
But I felt like the SOOZE should come over.
Thanks for it's good to be back.
How about the amps in here?
Dude, that's a whole nother episode.
There's a whole nother video.
You've gone a little bit, I know you've said this, but you've gone a bit crazy.
I've gone a bit crazy, and I called the SOOZE, and this is the last thing. We'll leave it here. I called the SOOZE and John and said, you guys, I think I miss music stores so much. I'm subconsciously building one in my house. Because I just started stacking them up, and even like
all over.
I even started like lining them up as though I don't have more room on the other side of this camera.
Right.
It's like a very empty room, but I'm stacking them so it feels more like Carter's.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I know.
Because I just can't go there. So pretty soon I'll have "Do Not Touch" or "Please ask for help" signs up on the wall.
Got a little card in here.
Well, all right. This is your favorite.
I love it.
This one's mine. I think we can both agree that's our number 2.
Yeah, totally.
So if this were ranked choice voting, Sonny is the president or the mayor.
That's right.
Sonny wins. Sonny's our favorite guitar.
And this was the first, right, that you got in these 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's I just took the chance with this online, and it came like this. I've done nothing to it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the best like condition things.
Oh, it looks incredible.
You know, it's got 1 or 2 big scratches on the back.
Yeah.
That's from someone's belt. You know, those bigger scratches, but everything else is really nice. You know, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Can't have it. You can for like a ridiculous amount.
Right.
I mean, it'd be pretty silly. I've been HW. Thank you so much for watching Tone Junkie TV.
I've been the SOOZE. It's great to be back.
It's great to be back. Will you be here next week, SOOZE?
I think so.
Yeah, come over next week.
Yeah.
HW and the SOOZE.
Out.